official Gooner TV here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over basically a transfer recap. I know I haven't been on point with all my transfer updates. Unfortunately, I've not been really well at the moment, so the videos have been limited. But slowly and slowly, I've been getting better. And yeah, we're going to get straight into it today. First of all, I want to take the chance to thank everyone who's been liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. I really do appreciate the support. A lot more views on the latest video I did. I think the last video I did was the Crystal Palace preview. So I really do appreciate it. Just keep going. Like I said, keep sharing and liking and subscribing. And yeah, a road to 100 soon come. You get me? Right, let's get straight into it. It wouldn't be a transfer kind of show or update without mentioning Mesut fucking Ozil. Now, it's confirmed Mesut Ozil has flown to Turkey to complete his move to Fenerbahce. He flew out on Friday. Unfortunately, he's in quarantine at the moment. So once that quarantine period is over, he'll be able to do his medical and actually finalise the deal. And he will be a Fenerbahce player on a 3-year deal. Arsenal have worked out a pay package over the course of the next few years where they're paying him off the rest of his salary. And yeah, that's his end. That's his end of the club. Sad, if I'm being honest. I don't think it was justified the way that he left. He didn't have a chance to kind of say bye to the fans properly. Wasn't involved since after the season just gone, after the lockdown period. Quite frankly, I don't believe it was football reasons. I think it was his political views on the situation that was happening in China. And I think that the club used his, lack of effort, so to speak, in games as an excuse, really. It wasn't right. I think that decision came from Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke, upper management. And Arteta basically had to firm it and say it was footballing reasons. I do hope that either the club or Mesut Ozil come out and explain exactly what happened, because I think the Arsenal fans and viewers, they deserve a proper explanation as to why our highest ever paid player didn't make a single appearance this season and has left in such an abrupt way. So let's hope we get that. But like I said, it's over. He obviously arrived in 2013 for what was then a record 42 million. Won 3 FA Cups in the time, and scored 44 goals, 77 assists in I think it was 254 appearances, something like that. World Cup winner, done absolute bits with Real Madrid. When he came to us, he was sort of like our marquee signing, the guy that was going to take us to the next level. And he did well his first 2 seasons, I believe. But it wasn't until 2015-16 that we saw just how good this guy was. I think he got something like 18 assists before Christmas. It was a season where, he had 19 assists throughout the season, one off Thierry Henry's record. He was involved with 28 goals out of 45 in all competitions, whether it be a key pass, an assist, a goal. Tremendous that season. And he hasn't really captured the heights of that season since, which is frustrating, to be honest, because we've had better strikers since then. With the likes of Aubameyang, the likes of Lacazette. And I think that's what frustrates so many fans, is that now that we've got Thomas Partey, someone who can sit in the middle and really do a good job, we would have liked to see Ozil in that number 10 role and see if he still has it, and see, because he is so creative. And it's just a shame that it's had to end like this. But Arsenal have made their decision. And the person who looks to have taken on that mantle is Emil Smith Rowe. ESR, baby. 19 years old. Actually just signed a new deal with Arsenal. A 5-year new deal worth around 40k per week. And he deserves it. He deserves it. He's been a revelation this season so far for us. I think he's played 6 or 7 games for us and 3 assists, a couple of goals to add to that as well. Really good performances from him. I just hope that we don't put too much pressure on him. Like, we need to remember that he's 19 years old. He needs time to develop. He needs, some protection. He can't play every game. He can't, be the saviour for every game. If he gets injured or something like that, we're going to need a backup. We're going to need someone who can fill his shoes, who can do what he does on the pitch. One person that was rumoured to, step into that position, possibly was an Isco. Isco is obviously 27, 28 years old from Real Madrid. Spanish international, won the World Cup, won the Euros, Champions League, La Liga. He's been there, done it. He's done it all at a very, very top level. Hasn't actually featured for Real Madrid for a while now. Whether that's fitness issues or preference, we're not too sure. But I know earlier on in the January window, it was touted that Isco may be available for a loan deal. That seems to have quietened down recently. And we're actually focusing on his teammate, Martin Odegaard, the 22-year-old Norway international. Now, Odegaard, I've known about him since he was, 15, 16. He's a very talented player, very technical. He does look the part. The problem with what I would see with this loan is Odegaard isn't good enough to get into the Real Madrid side. Well, he's definitely not playing. He's not playing in the Real Madrid side. I think over 6 years he's had 11 senior appearances, which is not great. The problem for me that I'm looking at is if we're looking for someone to come in and possibly help ESR or tutor ESR, Isco would surely be a better viable option. You're taking a chance on Odegaard. He's young. Yes, there's no doubt about his talent and his potential. But coming to the Premier League is difficult. As you've seen with so many players, Pepe, Dani Ceballos, it takes a while to integrate into this Premier League. Some people, like Gabriel, hit the ground running, but some people don't. And do we really want to take a 6-month loan or whatever it may be till summer on a player that can't really get into a Real Madrid side? I don't know. I think it's a bit of a risky one. I think it's Arsenal being Arsenal, if I'm being honest. Our transfer targets, obviously because of this pandemic, we're not being able to dip into the market how we want to. But it seems this is the case every January. Regardless of Corona, we seem never to do the right business in January. Yes, people will say, "Oh yeah, but you will Aubameyang." Yeah, we did. Okay, but that's one transfer window out of how many? So we'll have to wait and see on this Odegaard thing. Look, I'm open to help, but only if it adds quality to the squad. I think it's a huge risk. I would much prefer Isco, like I said. He can teach ESR and some of these younger players a lot because he's been there, done it. Odegaard, can you say he's been there, done it? I don't think so personally. But we'll have to wait and see. A few others. Socrates. Now, Socrates hasn't played or featured for us this season at all. Arsenal and his representatives have now reached an agreement to terminate his contract by mutual consent, so he is now free to go to any other club. We won't be paying. We've obviously paid him off So yeah, he won't be playing. He's no longer an Arsenal player. Kolasinac, not a similar thing, but he's gone on loan, a year-long loan to Schalke, the club that we actually got him from. Now his contract ends at the end of the season, so I'm assuming now that that's him done. His wages are off the books. He will be going at the end of the season. There's not much talk of Mustafi going or David Luiz. As we know, they're both reaching the end of their contract at the end of the season also. I don't think we're going to renew our contracts with them. Hopefully, if I'm being honest. I don't want David Luiz anywhere near this club. I don't want Mustafi anywhere near this club. I think they're not good enough. I think they demand high wages from us. And yeah, we need to be out getting the Upamecano's, those type of players. Those are the players that need to come into Arsenal to get us back to that top level. We can't be having David Luiz and Mustafi in our club. So hopefully we're going to see some of those guys get moved out in the summer. Another one of our players, Lucas Torreira. Now, Lucas Torreira, at the start of the window, near the end of December, there was some rumours that he wasn't, enjoying his time at Atletico Madrid. That's now been U-turned, and it's said that he will see out the rest of his loan spell at Atletico Madrid. His agent has come out and said, listen, Lucas is happy. He is comfortable playing in Spain, and hopefully they can make the move permanent. Now, if Atletico choose that option, I think it will be for a fee of around 20 million. I wouldn't mind that. Personally, I like Torreira. I think Torreira and Partey would be a great partnership. But if Torreira's heart's not in it, then just get rid of him. That's my feeling on it, and that's my feeling on every player for Arsenal Football Club. If you're not giving us 100%, you don't want to play for Arsenal Football Club, then see you later. Don't waste our time. Don't waste your time. Don't give the fans an opportunity to jump on your ass, basically, because they will, and you're not going to like it. So, it doesn't help you, it doesn't help us. So, yeah, if Lucas Torreira wants to go, get the money for him so we can concentrate on other targets. In that same position, Steven Nzonzi. Now, Steven Nzonzi, French defensive midfielder, currently on loan at Rennes from Sevilla. This guy's a seasoned vet. Someone who I've rated for quite a long time. He was at Stoke, I believe, in the Premier League. I think Steven Nzonzi, he was a good player. Past it now, unfortunately. So I don't see how it makes sense us going to get someone like Steven Nzonzi to pair up with Partey. I mean, I don't know what they're seeing. Like I said, I want fresh blood. I want someone who's going to be there for 6-7 years rather than 6-7 months. And Nzonzi's just not that guy. And I hope that this is just rumours. It's said that Everton are scouting him as well. Look, if Everton want him, go on, they can have him. I don't want Steven Nzonzi. He's in his 30s now. I don't see how that kind of makes sense. So for me, thanks, but no thanks. Another one that's been going on constantly throughout January is Emi Buendia from Norwich, the creative midfielder, Argentine midfielder. Been enjoying a really good season at Norwich this season. I think it's something like 7 goals, 7 assists. Really, really good. He impressed last year in the Premier League, and he's picked up where he's left off in the Championship. Norwich doing well amongst that top 3 in the Championship, and it said that Arsenal were looking for a January move to replace Ozil. Now, again, he's young, 24 years old, and he is a good player. However, the money that is being kind of talked about for Buendia is 40 to 50 million. No, just no. Especially not a January window anyway. It's way too much of a risk, way too much of a panic buy, I would say, personally. I think that the Arsenal board have come out and said, look, that we're concentrating on outgoings and cleaning up our wage bill and some of the dead wood. So do that. I think, look, this hasn't been a good season for Arsenal. This season is scrubbed. Although I still believe we can finish in the top four personally. I know a lot of people won't agree with me. A lot of people look at me and say, fuck you mad, boy. But no, I think we have more than enough to finish in the top four. If we continue to play how we're playing, the amount of clean sheets we're getting, we're starting to hit a little bit of form. If we can pick up points in crucial games, there's nothing to stop us getting into that top four. Because that top four is not secure. Other than, I think at the moment, Man City and... Well, really Man City. I know people will say Man United, but Man United still have that weird thing about them. Man City has shown a level of consistency that I'm now starting to... at the beginning of the season, I did say I think Man City will win this. And they're starting to show that consistency that I was talking about. Pep Guardiola's got these guys drilled. Look at today against Aston Villa. They didn't really, impress or was madly impressive. And Aston Villa maybe deserved something out of the game. But they ended up winning it 2-0. And those are the type of games, those are the type of moments that define a season. Liverpool, they've drawn a few games now, lost a few. You're starting to see cracks in their system. And had it be, obviously it's because of the loss of Van Dijk, Gomez, Fabinho having to play centre back, Henderson having to play centre back. They've lost a few key players. But I always thought that Man City's squad depth will just shine. It will be the deciding factor. I mean, the other week, these guys had the audacity in the 89th minute or 86th minute to bring on Mahrez and Aguero. What? Mahrez and Aguero? If that's not strength, then I don't know what is. So, like I said, they've got a crazy squad depth. I expect them to win the Premier League. But other than that, that top four keeps chopping and changing. We've seen Chelsea go on a run, and now they're on a horrid run. Tottenham, we've seen them go up and down, lose a few points. Leicester are looking pretty strong. But, last season they looked pretty strong right until the end and then, messed it up. So I think top four is still up for grabs. And remember, we're still in Europa as well, so we might not even need to clinch top four. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. One other that was really interesting to read, actually, a few sporting outlets have now kind of put it out there that in the summer, Arsenal will be looking at two main targets. Our two main targets, one that was our main target last summer, which was Hassim Aouar, the French creative midfielder from Lyon, having an amazing season with Lyon. I think they're top of the league. But it's recently come out that he wants a move to Real Madrid or Barcelona. Memphis Depay is rumoured, is quoted to say that both him and Aouar want to move to one of the top 3 clubs in the world, and Arsenal ain't one of them. So I think that's going to be a stumbling block there. Aouar is still looking for that. Lyon are still looking for a fee of around 55 to 60 million for Aouar. I think we would be able to do that, but it'd just be about if the player wanted to come to us. I think we'd have to offer him some good wages, especially with people like Willian on stupid money. He's going to say, well, I'm better than him, so you better be paying me, Ozil money. You know what I mean? So, and I doubt the club will be willing to make that mistake again. So, Aouar looks to be one that may have passed, may not happen. We might have been a bit too late for it, especially the way he's performing this season and the way that Lyon are performing. They're in a position to get Champions League football. If we don't finish in top 4, he's going to say, well, why am I leaving Lyon, who are in the Champions League, the biggest competition in the world, to go to Arsenal, who might not even get Europa League football? It's a no-brainer. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But one that is, like I said, the one that's caught my attention, Jack Grealish. Now, Jack Grealish has impressed us all over the past 2 years. Since he was in the Championship, leading Villa to promotion, last season, leading them to a dramatic relegation battle to which they won right up to the last day of the season against West Ham. And he's just progressed in leaps and bounds. He's a terrific player. Can operate on that left wing, operate on the right wing, through the middle as a cam. A great attacking player, loves to drive at people, an eye for goal, great pass on him, skillful, rides a lot of challenges, gets fouled so much in and outside of the box. Someone that could really, really make the difference at Arsenal, because other than, Saka and Martinelli, no one really drives at defences. It's something that I'm surprised with Pepe, to be honest. I expected Pepe to drive at people and draw fouls, but he just doesn't. Passes backwards, and I don't know what. I think he needs a little bit more time. I'm not willing to give up on Pepe yet, but Grealish is the example of what I need Pepe to start doing. And it's been said that we are looking and interested to offer around 80 million plus for Grealish in the summer. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's realistic? Do you think Grealish would move to us? I mean, he's been quoted saying that Emirates is his favourite stadium ever. He loves the stadium. He loves the look of the stadium, the training ground, everything like that. So maybe he's dropping a little bit of a hint. I don't know. That would be a massive signing for Arsenal. Whether Aston Villa would be able to, convince him. Well, obviously he's the club captain there, highest paid at the club. But providing if they don't do as well, they've had a good season so far. Let's not forget that. So if they were to, let him go, how much would it cost? Some people are saying 100 and something million. Some people are saying 70. Some people are saying 80. How would they like to structure the deal? Would it be cash up front, installments? It's all ifs and buts at the moment, but it's a signing that I would definitely welcome. Jack Grealish walks into the team all fucking day. Yeah. Jack Grealish. And that would be another leader. Yeah. That would be another leader to solidify this Arsenal team. We need someone like that. And like I said, it would be a great signing for us. Other than that, that's pretty much it from me. Who do you guys want to see? I mean, whether it be a January window or a summer window, who do you want to see come into the club? And who do you want to see out of the club? Is there anyone that you think that we should sell? Bellerin is someone who has been touted to go to PSG. Apparently, Pochettino wants him 25 million plus for the right back. He was left on the bench for the last game, and Cedric performed really well. So maybe that's something to look at. Maitland-Niles left out the squad completely. Apparently, he wants to seek a move to try and get some football, because he's an English international now. He needs to be playing, which I don't blame him. I think it was harsh the other day. He was playing at left back. It wasn't the greatest of performances, if I'm being honest, but he's not left back. So, I'm not going to bust his balls for that. If he does need to get some games, though. He needs to get some games, and I don't blame him for wanting to go. Another name, Pepe. Apparently, Inter Milan are interested in both Pepe and Xhaka, actually. Xhaka for around 20 million and Pepe for around 50 to 70 million. I mean, if we can get 70 million for Pepe, some would argue, take that 70 million and go and get Zaha and get him for 30, 40 million. Who knows? You guys let me know. Comment below. Like I said, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Everyone keep safe. Obviously, during these unprecedented times with the COVID virus, it's getting yeah, it's getting serious. Recently lost a colleague to COVID-19. I wish all of our family and friends nothing but the best. Everyone stay safe. Please follow the rules. I know it's annoying. I know it can be depressing. Um, but you know we're in a time at the moment that this literally life and death. Um, I know a lot of people that suffer from mental illness, depression, anxiety. Please talk to someone. Friends, family, colleagues, uh, whoever. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer in silence. Speak to whoever you can. That one conversation can be the difference. So yeah, everyone out there, like I said, just stay safe. And yeah, like I said, guys, share, subscribe, follow, comment below, and let me know. Honestly, let me know your transfer targets. Who you think's good, who you think should go, who do you think should come in, and we'll try and do. I'm going to try and do another recap in about a week's time. I don't want to do it every day one, if I'm being honest. So I'll be doing sort of like a weekly catch up or a periodic catch up. Next video is obviously going to be for our game against Southampton. So we will see. Guys, thanks. It's been real. Let's